What's good? Sorry, man. Run a little bit behind, man. Said don't be late for 9. What's good? General Squirrels, man. What's happening with you? Derek. Derek McKee, what's going on? Gregory Wyatt in the building. Johnny Cage, man. What's happening? Harold Jones. Big Doss, what's going on, man? Jeff the producer. Aaron Parker. Mr. Kwawi. What's going on, Nazim? Tony Snowflakes and D Dap. Back like cooked crack. Yes, sir. Back, man. I had to get my coffee. I had to get my water. I had to get my sparkling HEB water. Hell yeah, I'm on that Tiger High, dog. I'm telling you, man. See, I'm superstitious, and I'm like an undercover voodoo master, dog. So I had set, because I was going through some things like back in 2005 when Tiger got injured. And I was like, all right, I'm going to get all my shit together by the time, before the time Tiger Woods gets back. And I was like, when Tiger Woods wins his next major and he's back off all this craziness, that's when I'm shit. By then, my life is going to be straight. So when he won, I was like, I made it. I play little tricks on with my mind like that. Like if I got a problem, I'd be like, one time, I think I might have like owed some money or I did some shit. Like I had some problem I had to get over. And I was like, and I had lost my thumbnail. I bashed my thumb and I lost a thumbnail. And I was like, by the time this thumbnail grows back, I'm gonna have this problem solved. So I was trying to work on the problem. And when I solved that problem, that was right around the same time my thumbnail grew back. So I have all kind of really superstitious, like silly, odd type of shit. So with Tiger Woods, I've been grinding. Like I've been grinding to get my shit straight. And dog, my shit is straight right when he won that major, man. So if you didn't know, man, I got a personal connection and appreciation for Tiger Woods, man. What's going on, man? What's going on, Jay Bird? 2 Robinson in the building. Ty Myrie said, Fannon, wish me luck at the hospital getting shoulder surgery. I'm in your crowd, age 58, man. Good luck with that shoulder surgery, man. Come back strong. Come back strong. Let me finish my what's up to everybody, man. Thank you. Much love in the super chat, man. Really appreciate that, man. Snowden. Oh, let me see. Who was the last I got, man? Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Tony Snowflakes, D Dab, Deion Washington. Yes, sir. Back like cook crack. Demetrius Cowan, sir. What's good? Robert Walker. Mr. Productions. Shawden Productions. Leonard Ellerby's nose. That shit is funny as fuck. Floyd's announcement will be him and Pacquiao fighting again. Dog, I just did a video about that shit. First of all, Floyd, man, just go. Stop, Floyd. Stop. Soon as some little young dude about to start shining, we see some cats start percolating towards the top. Here come Floyd, trying to steal all the spotlight with that corny ass announcement, overproduced ass announcement. Hire a new video editor, man. That slow-mo shit and the fake ass applause, cameras clicking, click, 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 click. Nigga, this shit is completely and utterly phony. Come on, man. I saw that you couldn't get in that LA basketball game. All jokes aside, though, man, come on, man. I ain't trying to hear that shit. I mean, if that is fight Manny Pacquiao, cool. If you're going to fight Errol Spence or another champion, then do that. But if this motherfucker come back announcing some partnership with resin where his fighter is fighting the Manny Pacquiao fighter on resin, dog, I'm going to be like, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Man, what's going on? Justin Brooks in the building. Much love. Man, Dim Jr. said, Uncle Fannon to Don, salute to you as well, man. Salute to you as well. Ron Finkley, chop, salute in chat, listening. Yes, sir. 50. And stay drinking haterade. Let me tell you something, dog. I can say what the fuck I want. I'm 50 years old. Don't give a fuck. Okay? Oh, shit. Hold on one second. Shit, I thought the teacher was calling me for some problems. So hey, as no SOW truth can do that. Dog, let me tell you, let me differentiate hating and hating, all right? Okay? Not every time somebody criticize somebody are they hating. I'm sick of him. Okay? I'm sick of him. All right? If somebody keeps sending me a bill, I ain't hating on the person that keeps trying to send me a bill. Okay? I'm the customer, dumbass. I'm the customer. All right? I'm the fan of boxing. Even in this announcement that this dude said, he said, I'd like to thank my business partners and the media. Okay? I ain't the media and I ain't your business partner. Okay? If you're gonna make a fucking announcement and it's gonna cost me money, and I'm sick of you doing that shit, I'm gonna say it. Okay? All right? I'm sick of the IRS asking me from taking money out of my check. I'm sick of it. That ain't hating. Okay? I'm just sick of it. And since I pay money to see him and I pay money for fights, I'm not hating. Okay? I'm irritated. And I'm sick of him. I supported that dude for years. Fannon, I'm talking about Floyd. Cool out, big dog. Oh, Floyd ain't 50. You said 50 years old. I'm 50 years old. Hey, man. Sorry, sir, but you said my age. So I thought you were talking about me. All right, sorry. Hey, ring the gong for SOW truth. Sorry about that, dog. I had a lot of cats jumping down my throat today, man. My bad. My bad, SOW. What's going on, Junior? The truth in the building. Know his record for 9. Oh, okay. All right. Sorry about that. Hey, sorry about that. I stand corrected. Hey, I owe you one, SOW. No, that's all right, man. It's just coincidental because I thought you said 50 and still hating. I'm like, because you understand how many times I get called a hater a day? I get called a hater all day. Motherfuckers love that shit. You just hating on Terrence Crawford. I ain't hating on him at all. I'm about to pay for his fight, unlike you cheap bastards. Now you know realist talk. What's good, man? Hey, let me go back. I'm sick of Floyd too. Yeah, man. It's just kind of sick of him, man. Like Deion Washington on God and them, and I don't even know who in them is. On God and them, and I don't even know who in them is. St. Cruz said, the older you get, you don't give a fuck. It is what it is. Yeah, dog. Hey. And I kind of don't, man. And I kind of don't. I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't. But I am caring about these politics, though, man. I'm paying attention to this shit. I just put something up on the by the way, for cats on the Patreon, I just put something up on the Patreon. Something I had to say. It was called the Fannon rant because if I said this to my mother or father, they'd be pissed off at me. But it is what it is, dog. I'm sick of it. Nebraska, Fannon, Brian Ola said, Fannon, Top Rank is crazy. Those Crawford tickets still high as hell. Do they want it to be half empty? Man, where's he fighting? Is it in New York? Man, I seriously, man, I think that fight's going to tank on pay-per-view. I ain't going to lie, dog. Because if I got to do this shit, I just found out I got to pay a bunch of money in taxes. I got to come off checks. So I'm sitting there like, damn, if I wasn't really down and want them to do well, I might watch Adrian Granados and wait for somebody to bootleg that shit on Facebook. I might be like Bomac, do his ass like go to Facebook, watch that shit on Facebook. But Adrian Granados is on at the same time. So you do be hating on TC though, Fannon. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Man, you guys made me that way. You made me that way. Okay? Dog, I didn't really hate because I be hating on AJ. I ain't lying. I don't like that dude. I be looking for any of those things, slap his ass in the mouth. The way you Terrence Crawford fans come at me, though, man, you make me want to fight. What can I say? You make me want to fight. Okay? But if I'm wrong about Terrence Crawford, I will retract it. I'll take a step back. But y'all make it hard, dog. Y'all make it hard on me, man. Real hard on me liking Terrence Crawford, man. And he's with Bob Arum, too. And what happened was When y'all jumped on all that shit, yeah, man, come on. You know y'all was wrong for that with Terrence Crawford. And I don't care what anybody got to say. Y'all was wrong. Terrence Crawford was doing right. I mean, Errol Spence was doing right. He was doing what he's supposed to do. He was at a unification. He was at a fight where Sean Porter beat Danny Garcia for the WBC welterweight title. Errol Spence Jr. is in the fucking ring. In the ring. Calling him out. Let's fight next. Didn't he do that? He said, let's fight next. He's calling for unification. He's doing what he's supposed to do. And then somebody throws him a question about Terrence Crawford. And he's like, look, man, I'm fighting Sean Porter. Don't you see me here on the podium waiting for Sean Porter to come out, saying I want to fight Sean Porter? You're going to ask me about you going to make it about Terrence Crawford? Dog, there's nothing wrong with him wanting to fight Sean Porter for a unification fight. Just because Terrence Crawford decided to go over there and sign with Top Rank, that don't mean Errol Spence can't fight Sean Porter. But no. You had to run. Oh, you're running from Terrence Crawford. You're not the boogeyman. Try to take a shit on that boy's name. You tried to catch him slipping and shit on his name is what you did. And you know you did it. Okay, you know you did it. You know what he was there to do. And you guys got discerning enough minds to give give Terrence Crawford all kind of breaks for shit. But you don't want to you want to use the first opportunity to run down to Errol Spence to promote Terrence Crawford, who ain't fought nobody at 147, but a bum from Australia and peg leg bakes. Now he's about to fight Glass Joe. Now I'm digging. Yeah, so I don't want to hear that, man. Tiger, hell yeah, Tiger's my dude, man. Oh, yeah, Big Dogs Fannon. Did you talk about what Errol Spence said on IG about Crawford? Yeah, dog. Hey, man, that was funny. That young man is starting to let his character come out a little something. I think I did a video about it. He was like, man, I ain't lose nobody from Nebraska. Man, I'll beat that boy's ass. From Nebraska? I'm about to be scared of somebody from Nebraska? I hope he goes to the ring and calls him out. I hope he does. I hope he walks right into the fucking ring. Let me in the ring so you can see ESPN put bodyguards around his ass. No, that's not in Bob's plan. Fuck out of here. All that. Yeah, man, what's good, man? He said, for now, keep educating these trolls, bro. Hey, man, hell yeah, Jay Good, Peg Leg Pete and Glass Joe back to back. But the only thing worse than but then I'll be defending Terrence Crawford. Where are y'all when Terrence Crawford's getting screwed over versus by Lomachenko, you know, when everybody's paying their tithes to white Jesus, Black Fight Fan TV included, I'll be the main Black Fight Fan, the main one carrying around the little tithe plate. I'll be out there risking my respect by saying, hey, let's hold on. He just fought a bum. Anthony Corrala is a bum who didn't even punch back. You can look at the highlight reels for that fight. All you see is this. You don't even see him throw a punch. Like, damn, dude, throw a punch. Hey, how about this, Corolla? Punch him. Why don't you try to punch him? Anyway. Crawford ain't talking like that. That's nuts. What do you mean, Big Dose? Yeah, he's really, he said, yeah, Fannon, he's really opening up, man. I'm telling you, man, the dude is starting to show his character, man. It's funny. Oh, his name is Toyota Corolla. Yeah, man, dog, don't insult Corollas like that, man. Toyota Corollas at least start up. Them motherfuckers, at least you can run the engine and drive the shit down the street. That shit is a fucking tomato can, is what he is. You kick that shit down. A Toyota Corolla can move. Tomato can don't do shit unless you kick it. And Toyota Corolla, you got me on it, is a tomato can of the highest order. And I'm reading these ESPN articles about how Vasyl Lomachenko proves why he's the greatest. He's a tomato. Come on, man. That was 100-1 underdog, man. That was 100-1 underdog. And I would not have bet $1. He's 100-1. He was 100-1 underdog. and I would not even take the fucking bet. You could have gave me $1, you get 100 back. Hell no. You kidding me? I ain't gonna throw away a vitamin water. I ain't gonna throw away a half of a vitamin water on that bum. You ain't got a chance. Would you have bet $1 on him to get 100? Man, they robbing people. Look up out of here, man. Y'all got to stop with that. He said, for now, I can't even call him an old Toyota Corolla because those keep running too. Yeah. Dude, he didn't even, and here's the thing, he didn't even run. He didn't even run. I mean, damn, dog, run. How about run? If you not, he didn't punch, he didn't run, he just stood there and took abuse. I could have done that shit. How much money am I getting paid? Ow! And fucking took it. Get the fuck out of here, man. Dog, I wouldn't have taken that shit. Y'all know damn. Now, man, Zach Anthragram, he ain't worth half a fucking vitamin water. He wouldn't have won. Man, please. That's a waste of. That's a waste. That's a waste. That dude had no chance, dog. None. But when I defend Terrence Crawford and call him the #1 pound-for-pound fighter, point out how he's going to get, if he knocks out Amir, talk about a Nebraskan having to fly to get where a Ukrainian can walk to. He can knock out Amir Khan and he still ain't going to catch Lomachenko. He'd knock out Khan. He can knock out Khan, walk right in, knock out Khan with one punch, and that shit will make him further away from Lomachenko because he didn't show no angles. He didn't show his speed, his angles. Fuck out of here. Get out of here, man. But see, when I point that out, dog, I'm not hating. Am I hating? Is that hating? Oh man, let me get to this too. Damn, I think I missed the super chat, man. I'm sorry. Oh, here you go. Amon Hunt, my man, said Bob does not want Spence Crawford. He wants Crawford to garnish the attention era warrants. Watch Bob price Bud out of the fight contractually. Much love in the super chat. I've been saying that, dog. You saw what Bob looked like. You had to see what Bob looked like when Bob was talking about when Arrow came to where was it? Whatever that Maurice Hooker fight was, right? Was it a Maurice Hooker fight? When he was there, he was like, man, you tried to sign me. He's like, you tried. He's like, yeah. He wasn't talking like call Al. He on one says, oh, if Al doesn't make, this is what makes me believe he don't want that fight. For Al to, when Bob says, if they don't make this fight next, you need to boycott PBC. That should tell you he ain't trying to make that fight. Because there's nothing he would want more than you boycotting the PBC. Come on, man. That's what he wants. If he knew that people would boycott the PBC if they didn't make the Errol Spence Jr. Terrence Crawford fight, without a doubt, he wouldn't make that fight. Because there's nothing more he would want than somebody boycotting the PBC. I don't trust Bob. Brian Ayola, Fannon, Spence's trainer kept asking Bob, when can we do the fight multiple times? Bob didn't say a word now because he don't believe it like that. He don't believe it like that, man. And what is he going to do? What if he loses? That's a wrap. Because Terrence Crawford is the biggest draw on ESPN. Second highest paid, third highest promoted, but yet the biggest draw. Ain't that a bitch? He's the second highest paid, from what I know, behind Tyson Fury. Second highest paid behind Tyson Fury. Second or third highest promoted, lowest promoted behind Tyson Fury, Lomachenko. They won't even get it. They won't even make an art. What kind of promoter? Terrence Crawford's promoter won't even say he's pound for pound #1. He won't even say it. His biggest draw, the guy that does the best numbers on ESPN, the guy with the biggest fan base in the United States, he won't even say that he's #1 pound for pound. Didn't make an argument for him to be fighter of the year. But I'm hating on Terrence Crawford. All right. Y'all keep riding with that. What Woolbag? Remember your words. What's Wool? Oh, Woolbag. You know Woolbag don't like me on this subject. Oh, Bob Arum tried, man. Just Bob Arum ain't try. Bob Arum, I'm telling you what it is with Bob Arum. From my opinion, what it is with Bob Arum is Bob Arum is looking for long money. He's looking for long money. He don't look for short money. Big fights are short money. Okay? He made way more money not fighting Floyd. He made as much money not fighting Floyd Mayweather Jr., not having Manny Pacquiao fight Floyd Mayweather Jr., as he made having Floyd fight, having Manny fight Floyd Mayweather Jr. Listen to it again, and I can fucking prove it to you. Okay? Let's see how many pay-per-views. First of all, let me restate that so I'm clear. Bob Arum made more money not having Manny fight Floyd than he made having Manny fight Floyd. Manny fighting Floyd was the biggest, did like 4 million pay-per-views, but I'm pretty sure that Manny Pacquiao did over one. Let's look at the numbers. Did more pay-per-view buys combined when he didn't fight, than he did fighting him. So let's just look at the numbers here. I make my case because I pull my hypothesis out of my backside sometimes, but that's what a hypothesis is. It's an educated guess. So let me see if my educated guess is right. Pay-per-view boxing US. So I'm going to look just off of Wikipedia, the least trusted source in all of news, and look at the pay-per-views that Manny Pacquiao did. All right, so let's go here. Manny Pacquiao started on paper. When did he start talking about that? 2009? Right around 2009, he kicked it off. So he did, was that the number? Okay, yeah. So Ricky Hatton, that's 1.75 million pay-per-views against Ricky Hatton. Then he fought Cotto and did 1.25. So that's at 3 million pay-per-views with that. Then Margarito, that's 4.1 at Margarito. Then Shane Mosley, that's 5.4. We're up to 5.4 million pay-per-views at Shane Mosley. Then Juan Manuel Marquez, now we're up at 6.8 million pay-per-views at the time of Manny Pacquiao, Juan Manuel Marquez. Then Manny Pacquiao, Juan Manuel Marquez, 4, did another. So what are we at, like 7 million pay-per-views there? All right, so they did 7 million pay-per-views, roughly over 7 million pay-per-views, not fighting Floyd Mayweather Jr. And according to this, or is this dollars? You know what? No. This is sales. They did it in numbers. And so they got this listed worldwide at 5.7 million for Floyd Manning. So he did 7 million pay-per-views worldwide, not fighting him, and 5 million doing it. So if he would have taken the fight right away, they would have done 5.7 million pay-per-views off that fight. But by not doing it, he sold an additional 7, almost 8 million pay-per-views. That's why you're not going to see the fucking fight. Okay? If anybody would like me to screen share, I have no problem screen sharing that on you. He don't give a shit about making that fight. He cares about selling that fight. What's going on, Justin Marsh? AJ just did a video about Wilder. Oh, of course, he's clout chasing. Fannon, you comparing one mega fight with many fights, you should average. No, Boxing Fats, I'm not going to average. I'm talking about how much money he made. That ain't a fucking average. That's a total. I'm not comparing the averages. I'm not saying what fight did better than another fight. I said how many pay-per-view fights did Bob Arum sell? These are all guys that are managed, with the exception of Hatton. These are all people that are managed by Top Rank. These are Top Rank cards. He's getting a cut of all these pay-per-views. That's a matter of total. It's not a matter of average. I'm saying he had 7 pay-per-views, and he made that much money over 7 pay-per-views. He's still going to get the same percentage cut off of each one of the pay-per-views. He made more money in those 7 fights than he did in the one. That's why he doesn't do it, because he would rather make a bunch of money over a longer period of time. He's still making that much money and then still get that money at the end. Come on, man. These dudes are making, this dude might be making $30 million of a pay-per-view for 7 pay-per-views. Last time I was 7 times, what's 7 times 30? 7 times 3, 21? That's $200 million. If he can make $30 million off those pay-per-views. And you know Bob's making that type of dough. Maybe, or I'll assume. Whatever it is, that's how much he gets over those. And he doesn't risk any losses. Those are risk-free fights. Manny Floyd, he got that money once. That's why he didn't want to make the fight. Dog, he goes long fights over, he goes mini fights over one big payday, dog. Mega fights never get made right away. Really? It seemed to me that Muhammad Ali hopped his ass out of retirement and fought Joe Frazier like fucking that within a year. What are you talking about? Floyd, when did Ali come out of retirement? Ali came out of retirement in the early 1970s, fought 2 warm-up fights and fought the biggest fight in history at the time. Right out of the gate. And then after that, George Foreman's fight was made with Frazier. They ran that man. Bob Arum doesn't make mega fights right away. Other people make mega fights quickly. Don King is somebody that makes mega fights quickly. How long did it take before Mike Tyson to get out of prison before he fought Evander Holyfield? Not long. Not everybody does business like that. That's how Bob Arum does business. Don King makes them fights. He made them fights. Hey, thanks, Michael Jordan. No, I'm talking about now because the money that can be made, hey, dude, mister, there's no difference. People can stretch, they can sucker you forever, dude. That shit is suckering people and making and not giving them what they want it's as old as time, dude. Okay? Bait and switching, leading somebody around by their nose, milking them. No, come on, man. That ain't nothing new. That ain't nothing new. That shit is old as time. That's how Bob Arum does business. But I don't even want to. But even if that is, that's not justifying what they're doing. I'm just telling you. And if you want to justify it, all you're doing is telling me that, okay, yeah, I'm right. Yeah, I'm right. Okay, so expect Bob Arum to do it because that's how people do it. Then either way, it works for me because you're saying that's just how it's done. Okay, well, if that's just how it's done, then expect Bob to do it and get up off of Errol Spence Jr.'s back. And on top of that, Errol Spence Jr. didn't take any time to make Mikey Garcia say, you want to fight? Errol Spence said, I'll beat that ass on pay-per-view. Bring your ass on. Sure. They said they got that fight done like this. And that fight monetarily was a big fight. That's a big fight. Going to be one of the biggest fights of the year. Jay Good in the building. What's up, man? Lauren Nichols said, Fannon, salute to the wrenches, salute to the chat. 248 watching. Yeah, let's get the likes up, man. And 2 dislikes, people hit that like button. Yes, sir. Because you know I'm about to get some dislikes when I bring up Wilder driving these UK fans crazy. Dog, they just got hypocrisy and foolishness just pouring all out of their mud holes. Mud holes, pie holes, out of their mud hole and their pie hole. Got hypocrisy just oozing out. Dog, everybody knows you can die in boxing. Everybody in there is training themselves to hurt the other guy. You celebrate people that put people to sleep. But you want to blame a cat that says, look, man, if I go into the ring and somebody dies, I'm not going to have remorse about that. That's what we're here to do. You might not like how that says, but that's the truth of every fighter. Because every fighter knows that. That's why I didn't go to the military. I didn't go to the military because I was like, you know what? I don't want to put myself in a situation where I can kill somebody. I don't want to kill somebody. So what did I do? Because I didn't want to kill somebody. I didn't go to the military. Everybody that goes to the military knows they might have to kill somebody. So if somebody walks into the military and says, hey, man, am I going to have a ton of remorse about the fact that I fight another military person? I don't know why maybe they will have remorse on that, but they knew what they were signing up for. The people that fought them knew what they were signing up for individually. But I choose not to do it because I didn't want even want that to be the case. So when Dominic Brazil gets in the ring, Dominic Brazil knows that if he hits Deontay Wilder right, there's a chance that Deontay Wilder can die. He's 6'8", 270-pound man, fully trained to punch. Let's get up off of our soapboxes, okay? Let's get off our soapboxes. Nelson Noble in the building. What's good, man? He said Bob Arum was so dirty up of a promoter, the FBI had to threaten him in order to give Marvelous Marvin Hagler a title shot. Bob Arum loves to protect his Latino and Asian fighters. Look at Nonito Donaire and Mikey Garcia. Oh, man, come on. Without a doubt. That's what because he's milking the fan, and he's doing it because he's got a fan base that's going to keep coming to shows, which means he's got more cards to feature more of his fighters, so he gets cut of those fighters. So those fighters, and they can start selling pay-per-views and those. That's his business. But I appreciate the support, Nelson Noble. And I always love you coming by the channel, man. Big Dog said, I can't argue with you, fellow Game of Thrones. Oh, yeah. Hey, that Game of Thrones shit went quick this weekend. They tied all that shit up. Why doesn't DAZN invest more in the promotion of Canelo versus Jacobs when it will be the biggest fight in their history today? Can you speak on that, son, Fannon? I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know. They're going to promote it on their channel. ESPN might not be buying their ads. Like, who? I don't know, man. That's going to be really interesting. Like, where are they going to advertise it? They're probably, and I bet you too, they're going to wait till like 2 weeks before, right? Because, fresh in your mind, right? Because what is that? May? Yeah, so maybe next week they should start pushing that. I'd be surprised if they didn't. Sugar Fantastic, my man, much love in Super Chat. All promotion companies milk the fight fans. Yeah, yep. What's going on, fan perspective? Salute to you as well, man. So you know what it is. Let me see. Garcia survived because that's what he came to do. Yeah, I don't want to hear anything. Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Yes, you did, dog. You said Umbers get it first. Umbers, hey, but that was kind of, we saw that coming. They riding the line. They're riding the line of fire. Woo! They burned that little boy up, dog. They were like, where are your people? And send his ass back. Crazy. They're all dead is what happened to them. And they're coming. They'll be here. Don't worry about it. All their men will be coming. Okay, that's for Woolbag. Kennedy Leonard, Oscar, Floyd, Manny, Mikey, all had better resumes and got that bag after they left Top Rank. Yeah, man, because they built themselves up. That's one of the things I disagree with Dougie Fisher about, because these guys that don't have promoters are being put on fight cards. So they're getting opportunities, but they're getting their opportunities through the advisor and through that promotional network. The distinction between the promoter, that function of what a promoter does, can be pieced off to an advisor and can be pieced off to a manager. Hammer fans claiming Katie Taylor is the real GWOAT. Are you kidding me? Katie Taylor? Man, Katie Taylor needs to step up and try to fight and get her ass whooped by Cecilia Brækhus. She's the greatest. Get the fuck out of here, man, with all of that. Not you, obviously. Man, that episode was dark for now. Woolbag said he jumped when that little boy came back to life. Man, you softy. You knew he was about to open his eyes. That shit was kind of corny. It was like too horror. It was more scary when the shit was more real. That shit was like, I thought it was overproduced. Like, That shit's overproduced. That shit looked like something out of a Freddy Krueger movie or something. I didn't really buy that. And I'm always tripping on how all that flesh just lights on fire. Like, damn, if things lit on fire like that, we'd all burn down as soon as we touch the. It's like the flame touches you and your whole body lights on fire. That's not very believable, dog. You need to douse them with some gasoline, some shit like that, dog. Do you think? Oh no. Canelo apparently wants to fight Kovalev. He just talking. Man, you need to worry about Daniel Jacobs, man. If Floyd fights Pacquiao, who will Thurman fight? It's the sword. Okay, big dogs. And nah, they be doing that shit with all kind of flames. They just be dropping the flame. Let me get the super chat. We'll talk. Let's do a Game of Thrones talk for that though. But nah, they always burn easy like that. If Floyd fights Pacquiao, who will Thurman fight? He'll be fighting a flute in Nepal. He'll be fighting somebody on a mountain, a billy goat or whatever in the mountains of Nepal. But I don't think Floyd's gonna announce a Manny Pacquiao fight. I think he's faking the fucking funk, is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he's faking the funk. He's trying to bait somebody to his new partnership, resin. No, out of here, man. That shit was fucking some bullshit. Anyway. Oh, yeah, Friday for sure. But the Dragons are believable? Yeah, the Dragons are believable. Hell yeah, the Dragons are believable. They're flying fucking lizards. I mean, none of the shit is believable. I'm just saying, if they flew them around like cartoon characters, just overly produced shit, they got to make it look realistic. The shit didn't look realistic. Anyway, man, this is not Game of Thrones talk. This is basketball talk. Look, we got 237 people, 128 likes. I don't have nearly enough dislikes, not nearly enough likes. Let's get these likes up to you UK cats who hate the fact that Deontay Wilder is going to be a billionaire doing his thing. I hope the best for him on that, on the real though. Come on, man. It must be a hard fall, huh? Now everybody's talking about Wilder. Ain't nobody talking about Anthony Joshua. Nobody talking about Anthony Joshua and Dillian White. No buzz. Zero buzz for that fight. Zero buzz. Because AJ ain't selling shit. But he's got a promoter, Yes, sir. Oh, Thurman versus Ennis? Nah, too early for Ennis, man. Thurman get him. They'll wax up Ennis. Too early. He'll just outbox him and beat him. That's way too early. You got to hold off Ennis, man. There is now, I do want big fights to be made, but come on, man. When you got a kid that's still a prospect, man, I don't think you throw him to the wolves like that, man. I don't want it. I mean, you might joke about Ponytail, but Ponytail whoop your ass, okay? That's for real. He can fight. Is Miller better than Brazil? I don't think so. Miller, unproven right. They're about what in my mind. Miller might be a little better. Miller might be a little better than Brazil. I hope he is. Put it that way. I hope he is. I hope he is really. 50-50 in Wilder versus Joshua will happen. Yeah, man, and he need to come on before that shit switches to 60-40, dude. Okay? He need to take that. He need to take his money off the table now. Make that fight happen. Thurman Ugas. Nah, I mean, Thurman, a rematch with Danny Garcia. If Danny Garcia gets past, Adrian Granados, I could see him fighting Danny Garcia again. Or they're gonna force a mandatory on him pretty soon. Yeah, I think he's about to hurt him too. I think it'll be some rounds in that fight, though, man. I think it'll be some rounds for that fight, though. But I gotta look at him again, man. I talked to some cats that I respect about Brazil, and they're like, nah, that dude's going good night. real talk. Okay, that's not for me. Miller, too short for AJ and can't punch. Dominic is a tougher opponent due to size and he can punch. Yeah, but the pressure style for me, Chevin, it's the pressure style that I think is something. Because if you can't get Miller out of there, Miller will wear you down. And anybody that big can sit down on a punch, man. Anybody that big can sit down on a punch. If he can't get Miller out of there quick, and Miller's able to get close enough to him and really cut the distance down on him and keep the fight inside, he's got a chance to beat him. Oh, Thurman versus Sergey Lipinets. Yeah, he'll wax Lipinets. I mean, that could be one. Sergey Lipinets. That could be one. I'm really not interested in any of the fights Thurman had, man. I want to see unification. Lipinets. Yep, Lipinets. Lipinets look decent, though. He takes too many shots, though. Lipinets sees too many punches, and Lamont Peterson was already a wrap on Lamont Peterson, man. Lamont Peterson got them breaks beaten off of him in his last fight. So, I don't necessarily know that that's really, Lipinets got to prove something to me, man. Oh, thank you, Big Dogs. Yeah, man, definitely check out the Patreon, man. It'd be greatly appreciated, man. Greatly appreciated. Honestly, I think Lipinet's gonna go to the IBF route, Arrow route. No, man, that's murder. If he does go that way, man, hats off to him. Hats off to him. He was the IBF champion, right? At 140. But good luck to him, dude. That's gonna be a really, really terribly ugly massacre. All 400-pound men can punch hard enough. Miller can outwork him. Yeah, man. A dude that big, man, jeez. That's, you get hit by a cat that big, man, he can hurt you. No doubt about it. They doing Floyd versus Arrow predictions on the Mayweather channel. Yeah, they playing. My prediction is Arrow spins by Floyd, never takes the fight. That's how that fight goes. Arrow spins by Floyd, never takes the fight. Floyd ain't taking that fight. Floyd ain't crazy. If he was right, he would. Hand over that torch, dog. You earned the torch, though. He earned it. But come on, man. It's time to go. It's time to go. We need undisputed at welterweight, actually, in all the divisions, but especially at welterweight. Yeah, that would be great. That would be great. I like big fights. I want something that'll allow to be the we can have fight parties. That's the one thing that I really like. The one reason I want to have like a mega star in boxing is I want to have fight parties. And there's nobody really right now that's worth a fight party. Like, everybody's going to get together. I was like, man, you're going to have these big, have a blast. It's just not like that, man. Oh, it was an April. Yeah. Oh, you saw me. I knew it was an April Fool joke when they said it. Just like I knew that Klitschko signing with DAZN was an April Fool's joke. It's April 1st. Man, you don't take no big news seriously on April 1st. It's April Fool's Day, but they're never short of fools. That's what's up for sure. That's damn sure ain't never no shortage of fools. And we can all be one from time to time. Foolishness is an activity that we can all participate in, and we all do participate in, unfortunately, from time to time. Daryl Duhan, what's good, man? Salute to you as well. Thurman versus Kell Brook is a good fight. Yeah, I'd slightly edge to Kell Brook. If he can make the weight, that is a good fight. I wouldn't mind. That's a fight that probably should have happened. That's a problem. But, Kell Brook went to go chasing that. He went to go chasing the big paper. Went up there at 100, 160 pounds. And then he came back. He had a lot. Hey, he went up and fought a bear, came back and got ate by a lion. That shit is, nah, dog. That was not the lick for him. He had a bad couple years, dog, but he's a very, very good fighter, man. Which is why, when people say Errol Spence is untested, dude, did you see the Kell Brook fight? Like, why would you think that guy's unproven after going through that? Get your head out of box rec for a second and looking at just, oh, that's just one name. And go look at the fight. It wasn't like he fought somebody that wasn't boxing well, that didn't push him, that didn't challenge him. Kell Brook gave him a lot of good work. That was a very, very good fight. Kell Brook put a much better fight up than Mikey Garcia. The only difference is Kell Brook didn't hide behind his hands like this and just absorb punishment. He fought back. He won some rounds. Even though, matter of fact, the score, even with the knockout, that scorecard was still wider with Mikey Garcia. It was still a closer fight. Mikey, and it was a boxing skill-wise, he was closer. Most importantly, because he was willing to fight. Kell Brook, I mean, dog, Mikey Garcia was scared. He was damn near as scared as Anthony Corrala. Damn it, but he's a lot better. I wish he would have just fought Lomachenko. Jeez Christ, man. Just fight Lomachenko. Oh, Eno says Snack helped who? Yeah. Snack helped Mikey take that beating. He probably did, or something other besides Snack. Made him look mighty solid. He looked mighty solid. He didn't look like he had a lot of water weight like Lipinet's fight. Regardless, he got that ass whooped. Said the argument is who Kell Brook beat. I feel it was a top win, but haters argue. Dog, you can always do that, man. I could do that look, you got some problems in boxing because you can make that argument for damn near everybody. Who did Terrence Crawford beat? Who did Sean Porter beat? Who did Errol Spence Jr. beat? Who did Keith Thurman beat? Who did Danny Garcia beat? Who did Victor Postol beat? Who did Mikey Garcia beat? Who did Adrian Bronner beat? Who did Robert Easter beat? Who did Vasily Lomachenko beat? Who did Guillermo Rigondeaux beat? Oh, none of these guys got fucking 9 only cat that got a bunch of Hall of Famers on their resume is Canelo. That's it. Who did Anthony Joshua beat? I can do that too. I can play that game too. Who did Anthony Joshua beat? Who did Deontay Wilder beat? Who did Luis Ortiz? Oh, yeah, he beat those guys, but who did those guys beat? Dog, damn, you're just disrespecting all of boxing. These guys are world-class fighters, man. If they're in the ring for a championship fight, they are more than likely a world-class fighter. With the exception of Anthony Corrala. $1 million Corrala. That's what happens when it's nobody. When a guy just sits there and takes a few hundred punches. Come on, man. Anyway, I can play that game with anybody, dude. Anybody. Do you think age is showing on Wilder yet? No. And he's a heavyweight. It won't for a while. He's a heavyweight that hasn't really taken any punishment either. He's taking a good shot from he's taking some jabs. He's not. No, I don't think it has. But it will eventually, like everybody. It will. It's showing on Lomachenko. It'll show on everybody, man. Excuse me. It's just a fun discussion, I guess. What's that? Oh, Love Down Gather said, Love One Down Gather says, Fannon, you right. When you look back at how Mikey looked before the fight, he looked scared before the fight. Dog, he was scared. He's scared before the fight. He's scared after the fight, and in the fight, and after the fight, his tongue was jutting. Looking like a lizard. That dude needs to take a rest and get over that concussion. But that's how crazy some people are. Man, Mikey didn't take no punishment. He only got hit 375 times, 200 times in the head. He only took 200 flush shots to the head. No chance that his brain rattled around. Get the fuck out of here, man. That's fake news. That's clickbait. If saying Mikey got his ass whooped baits you to click, okay, it is what it is then. Cats be like, man, come on. But what's a fun discussion? I like going back and forth on records and who beat who and did all that stuff. But, the more I look at it, the more I read resumes and more I really focus on that type of stuff, there are some tendencies that you can find, right? the thing that tells me really is like, damn, how many times has the guy been knocked out before you fought him? Right? How many times has he lost in his last 5 fights? Has he had any major career-ending injury, career-threatening injuries outside of the ring? Right? Like, did the dude get hit in the head with a brick and get his license revoked? Did he take any bullets to the kneecap? Did he take 3 or 4 bullets to the kneecap? Shit like that, man. Shit like that, man. But for real, with Top Rank, you can usually tell. Like, you look at the difference between Mikey Garcia's record and Terrence Crawford's. Terrence Crawford is not fighting guys that just lost 2 times in their last 5 fights. Okay? He's not fighting that type of guy. He's fighting guys that if they did lose, like Felix Diaz lost a split decision to Lamont Peterson, where people thought that he might have won the fight, but he put up a good fight, right? He's not fighting guys like Roman Martinez after Juan Ma gets beat up by Orlando Salido twice, and then or knocked out by Orlando Salido twice. Didn't he get? I think he got knocked out by Luis. Did he? I got to check this. But see, like, let me see, what is it? Juan Manuel Lopez, right? Before I say this, I'm gonna look it up. Manuel Lopez. I think he got knocked. Did he get knocked out by Orlando Salido twice before that fight with Mikey Garcia? And he got knocked out a lot of times. Yeah, he got knocked out. He got stopped by Orlando Salido twice, right? And then he takes 2 fights in Mexico against guys like the last guy was 24-24 with 1 draw that he fought before he went back in with Mikey Garcia and got knocked out. Okay? So it's like, Mikey knew he was going to knock that dude out. That's why I'm like looking for that doesn't really mean anything to me that he beat Juan Manuel Lopez. He's just got a name on his resume because the dude had already just come off getting his bell rung by a guy that wasn't as good a fighter in Orlando Salido. Just for fun, Luis Resto versus Antonio Margarito. Damn. I'll go with Antonio Margarito because I don't think that the Panama Lewis hyped up. Did he have padded gloves too? Shit. So I guess that comes down to who's bigger, and I think that would be I don't know, Margarito. I give Margarito the win of the cheaters over Resto. I guess I got to see Resto more. Drink more water. Wilder Joshua needs to happen within a year. When a fighter hits 33, time is ticking. Yeah, heavyweights go a little longer though. Heavyweights go a little longer, man, to like 30s. I think easy Wilder is going to be fine till he's 35 because he's not that big. He's lean. He's a lean guy. So he's good till 35, 36. You know what I mean? He's not taking a lot of punishment. Oh, Emmanuel Sagan said Fannon, Michael Nunn versus Canelo Alvarez. Michael Nunn, unless depends on when's the fight. Is Canelo get his politics? Is it a Golden Boy card? And is Canelo famous? Like at this point, I would say Canelo, but the better fighter at 160 is Michael Nunn. Michael Nunn, dog. Michael Nunn. On fair terms, Michael Nunn. It took James Toney to beat Michael Nunn. Okay, it took James Toney to get Michael Nunn up off that 160-pound belt. Michael Nunn, 6'1", dude with a very, very good fast feet, fast jabs, really, really fast hands. Michael Nunn beats him, dude. Who gives Canelo problems in or around his weight? The biggest problem for Canelo in my mind is Demetrius Andrade. Demetrius Andrade has the best chance to beat Canelo convincingly. My book. And then Jamal Charlo's problems for him. Daniel Jacobs' problems for him. At 160, And at 168, everybody at 168. He talking about he wants to fight Kovalev. Dog, skip right past David Benavidez. Skip right on past David Benavidez. Because David Benavidez give him some of that work. Billy Joe, I think he beats Billy Joe Saunders. But yeah, but everybody 160. But Billy Joe Saunders moving to 168. So, None pity patted a lot too, though. Yeah, but those pity pats score. He's pity patting you on the top of in the middle of your face. That shit counts. He can. I mean, he is, but he'll sit down on him too. But if he pity pats you in the face 300 times, what the fuck you gonna do? And you can't hit him. But he will sit in there and exchange with you too. None would sit in there and exchange with you too. That uppercut is a beast, though, man. That uppercut is a beast. And hold on one second. And also, the biggest problem with Michael Nunn for this dude is that he's a southpaw. That's the biggest problem for Canelo is he's a southpaw. Because I think Canelo already lost to two southpaws. In Lara, I thought he lost to Lara. I thought he lost to Trout. He's a southpaw. So that's just going to be, that's tough. Hell yeah, Michael Nunn. Man, Michael Nunn is a special fighter, man. Michael Nunn is a special fighter. He defended his middleweight title like 7 times. Something like that. And he lost his middleweight title to a Hall of Famer. And I think he probably beat some really good fighters, man. He ain't no joke, man. He said, ask Callum Bay about it. Hell yeah, ask Callum Bay about that. Canelo lovers will have Canelo beating everybody from 155 to 175. Yeah, man, he ain't beating nobody. He's not beating them cats up at 175. And he's not he needs to be at 160, man, because that reach is going to start being a problem for him. They invested $360 million into Canelo. He ain't losing on the cards. Nope. Unless it's an absolute shellacking. But Canelo can come back from a loss. It don't matter. People support. Mexican fans will support Canelo on a loss. But, Canelo's a fighting dude, man. I got a lot of respect for Canelo, man. He lost to a dude that whooped Evander Holyfield. Yeah, pretty much. He lost to one of the best cats at 160, man. At 168. I don't think Bernard Hopkins won in any parts of James Toney, man. I think James Toney's better at 168 than Bernard Hopkins. That's Michael Nunn. Matter of fact, Michael Nunn versus Bernard Hopkins, dog. That's a hell of a fight, man. That's a hell of a fight. Chase Lawton, as Sugar Ray Leonard ducked the hell out of Nunn. Well, yeah, he's too small for Nunn. He didn't want that smoke. No, not out of Michael Nunn, dog. Not out of Michael Nunn. And then he was a little older because he got that Michael Nunn after. And I don't think Hagler wanted any of Michael Nunn either, to tell you the truth, early on. I think Hagler towards the end of his career wasn't looking too friendly at Michael Nunn either. Emmanuel Sagun said, actually, Canelo might not get knocked out, but he'll fight to survive against Benavidez like Mikey versus Spence. Nah, he gonna get his ass whooped. He gonna know Mike. See, he ain't gonna fight to survive, man. Canelo gonna come fight, man. He didn't want no smoke from Tony. Man, Tony was a mug at 160, man. Because he put that heat on you, boy. I think, matter of fact, he was beating James Toney on the scorecards until Tony stopped him. But Tony has put so much punishment on you, man. Brooke would beat the ponytail off of Thurman. That'd be a good fight, man. I wouldn't mind seeing that fight at all, man. I wouldn't mind seeing that fight at all. But yeah, Benavidez, yeah, I think without a doubt Benavidez is going to stop Canelo. But at that 168, man, I'm looking to see, I can't wait to see Benavidez and, God dog. Cat out of Flint, Michigan, man. What is his name? I always mix up the Peterson brothers with the Durrell brothers, Anthony Durrell. Because it's like Anthony Peterson and Anthony Durrell always mess me up. Anthony Durrell. That fight I think is going to come next. Virgil Hunter, what? What about Virgil Hunter? Virgil Hunter a little big for him. That'd be a good fight, though. Oh, Jacob Perez, I'm Hispanic, but I do find it wrong that many black channels are trying to boycott Crawford fights for the sole reason that Crawford is with Top Rank. That's not the truth, man. Nobody's boycotting. Nobody's boycotting any type of Terrence Crawford fight. I've not heard of anybody boycotting the Terrence Crawford fight. Sorry, man. Anyway, yeah, I've never heard anybody. Sorry about that, man. I jumped off into, I like to do my I try my best to respond to as many comments as I can. And just, when a comment comes across, I try to respond. And so I probably should have waited for that. Oh, except for Fred, because of what Bomac said. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to hold that. Terrence Crawford watched and paid for the fight. 2 Raws don't make it right, man. Two Raws don't make it right. Unless you're talking about Anthony Joshua, because Anthony Joshua said something that was did something, or something's coming out on dude where it was bad enough where I can freely boycott his ass. Said, I am black and what's going on, Kevin Gobby? Said, I'll be at the Bud fight. Yeah, man, I support Bud. I'm paying for his fight. And said, what's going on, Gym Boxing? And since I'm paying for the fight, I can say whatever the hell I want to say because I'm paying to. Okay? I'm paying to. All right? Let's get it right. These boxers ain't paying me. I'm paying them. All right? Even though it might be my little quarter in the cup, I'm paying. Okay? So get up off my ass. I get to say what I want to say because I'm paying. Okay? I ain't getting no press pass. Ain't nobody sent me no pay-per-view code. Ain't nobody paying. Ain't none of that. Okay? So I get to say what I want to say. Period. You UK fans talking about Deontay Wilder, you not paying. So shut up. You not buying the zone. You not subscribed to Showtime. You not buying the pay-per-view. So be quiet. Just like I don't have anything to say about the pay-per-views that they charge you over there in the UK. I ain't paying for it. AJ been free to me. AJ ain't no pay-per-view star over here. I ain't never paid to view him. Ever paid to view him. Brewster Shields is boxer of the week. Yeah. Oh, it said 2 Raws do make it right. King Jr., you funny, man. Yo, leave 2 cents. Hey, man, I put my money in the pot, dog. Boop. I'm paying for it if I can get it. Because, like I said, Google Fiber be screwing me over. So hopefully they'll have it available on where I can buy it on the computer, and I'm buying it. I have no problem with supporting Bud, man. I will support Bud. But get up off my ass when I criticize foolishness that is being perpetrated upon other fighters by overactive and overenthusiastic Omaha, Nebraska Terrence Crawford fans. That is not my high school classmate. I don't have to cow-tied like that. Okay. Hold on. What he do for now? Hold on. What he do? Who do? Oh, yo, for now, what do you think of Caleb Plant versus Benavidez? Oh, good fight, man. I favor Benavidez, though. I favor Benavidez, man. Because Benavidez can box, man. His hands are fast. That dude hits. Really good fight, but I favor David Benavidez. Oh, I can't say that, man. I can't say it. It's not in my sphere. It's not my, I don't have the authority to do so because that's not something that was told to me on the confidence. And the only thing that I can say is that I know about it, but I can't say what it is because that shit needs to come out from the people that can really bring that out. But I will just say enough. I'll just do an anonymous spit in the wind on him. And then when it comes out, then we can talk about it. But it's just, I can't do it. UK clowns say we were ripped off paying $75 for Wilder pay-per-view. Now saying we ain't. Why isn't Wilder next on pay-per-view? Mental illness is real. Nah, man, you know what it is. It's not mental illness. It's lack of self-respect. It's lack of self-respect. They don't respect themselves enough to care about what they look like to other people that are rational. Right? And I'll give you an example of it, right? I am known as a somewhat, by certain people who are dead wrong as a hater of Terrence Crawford. But you're dead wrong. I'm not. I'm a supporter of Terrence Crawford. But I do it my way. Anyway, so I did a video last night, but I got some information wrong. And I was like, damn. Somebody was like, that information is not right. So I looked up the information. I was like, damn, that information is not right. And although I spent a half an hour doing it and the video was doing well, I hit delete. And then I made another video about another subject. And in the middle of it, I said, this is why I deleted that video. Because this information that I had was off by about a week, right? But it was off. It was pointed out. I've got to point that out. And you know why you have to do that? Because I respect myself. I respect myself. I'm not going to have something. I'm not going to be like, well, I know I'm wrong. I'm just going to let that shit fly. I know I'm wrong, but I'm just going to act like I'm right because because I don't want these people, because I don't want to have to say that I was wrong. But if I do that, I'm disrespecting myself because the people that know I was wrong know I'm wrong. And they're looking at me like, yeah, but Fannon, you full of shit for real because you was wrong and you never fucking said you were wrong. You just gonna keep making the argument over and over and over again, and and I can't respect you, right? So ultimately, me doing that is a lack of respect for myself because I don't care about the opinions that I'm setting in the mind of other people, which is being irrational, right? Or being completely loaded. I have my opinion, but dude, if I have some fact behind it that is proven to be incorrect, and it changes my opinion, okay. But they won't do that. They're just going to change arguments. At the end of it, all they care about is they don't like Deontay Wilder, and that's what they're saying. There's no right that Deontay Wilder can do to them. None. Deontay Wilder could knock out, if he took 3 punches from Luis Ortiz, he's a bum because he lost to Luis Ortiz. If he knocks out Luis Ortiz in 1 punch, Luis Ortiz was just a bum because he got knocked out by Deontay Wilder. If you listen to what they say about the people that fight Deontay Wilder, the only reason these guys are bums and bus drivers is because Deontay Wilder beat them. That's why they are. Because Eric Molina is one of the people they call a bus driver, but yet he's the same guy that went and fought Anthony Joshua later, but Anthony Joshua doesn't have any bus drivers on his resume, right? So if Deontay Wilder does they say, Deontay Wilder's pay-per-view is going to flop, but then it does 350,000, 325, 350,000 pay-per-views. It wasn't Deontay Wilder that sold him. It was Tyson Fury. It just doesn't matter with them. Whatever Deontay Wilder does is wrong because it's Deontay Wilder. That's a hater. That's a hater. You can't say that the dude is he's a good fighter. You have to find a way to discredit everything he does. If he's 40-0, he's knocked out 39, it's only because those guys are all bums. Right? If you say, he's the longest reigning heavyweight champion, so what? He's not on pay-per-view. So what? He doesn't make as much money. Oh, if you say, before it was nobody likes Deontay Wilder in the United States. Now it's, they only like him because he's really riding AJ's coattails. So that's what I'm saying, man. That's a hater. When you just hate that guy and there's nothing that this dude can do that you can find a reason to give him credit for. I can name just as many things that I like about Terrence Crawford as I don't like about the Terrence Crawford situation. That's not me hating. I'm telling you, I think the dude is one of the best fighters in the world. I'm telling you, I think his resume is legit. He doesn't have a bunch of padded fights on his record. The dude is highly skilled. I don't think Bob Arum wants to make that fight, and I don't think he's going to beat Errol Spence. I'm not hating unless I say if I'm just sitting there telling you everything that the dude did is fucked up. That's how you know somebody's hating, dude. And that's what those guys are with the UK guys. Many of them on Deontay Wilder. The guy has one of the longest reigns in heavyweight history. And that's the truth. If he wins this, this will be his 9th title defense. How many fighters? That's as many title defenses as Gennady Golovkin had at middleweight. The same number, 9 successful title defenses. On the 10th one, he lost to Canelo. That's the same number Deontay Wilder has. Deontay Wilder has been a heavyweight champion since 2015. It's 2019. But you can't see that? He's knocked down everybody he's ever fought, including the lineal heavyweight champion of the world and the guy that's reported to be the lineal heavyweight champion of the world and a guy that also held 3 belts. How can you knock? Oh, it's just because, he was old and out of shape. He was just out of shape. That doesn't count. Fuck out of here, man. That's hating, in my opinion. What's Chauncey Bolo talking about? Oh, I was wondering why he got blocked, man. You just got to keep coming to the chats, man. Galvin Hitchton, what's this? You talk about AJ, that is not all he is, but the way you always got AJ's name in your mouth, I don't get it. The bottom line is AJ is the champ, and that's how it is for now. He's not the champ. He is a title holder. He's not the champ. And I certainly don't always have my name in my mouth. Not always. Not very often, actually. And he should thank me because nobody else is talking about him. Because nobody here in the United States cares about Anthony Joshua. But you guys come to my channel and talk about shit, and it's a good example. So, live with it, homie. In one short year, Deontay Wilder raised his profile to out popular every weight heavyweight in the channel. Man, that's pretty much what it is. But he's from the United States. He's got an advantage. He's got a big advantage over Anthony Joshua. He's from the United States. And this is the money market. This is the center of international boxing. Everybody that wants every international star that has a belt defends their belt in the United States. They train in the United States. They fight in the United States, even if they live in another country. All of the major champions, Gennady Golovkin is not a U.S. fighter. He's from a different country. He fights in the United States. Gennady Golovkin was not a American fighter. He's from the Kazakhstan. He fought and trained in the United States. Same thing goes for Vasyl Lomachenko. Vasyl Lomachenko lives in the Ukraine. Manny Pacquiao lives in the Philippines. This is the center of international boxing, the center of it. And Deontay Wilder's advantage is that he was born, raised, and fights in the center of international boxing. That's why the marketplace that he's in would allow him to become an international star, because this is where international boxing is, just what it is. AJ fights domestically until now. He's just now going international. You guys called him an international star off some bogus ass definition of it, which is somebody knows him in France and somebody knows him in Germany. When all of that section of Europe, east of Western Europe, can fit in the state of Texas. Definitely inside the state of Texas and Arizona. And that's just what it is. And we were telling you, and you guys used to swarm people down. And I'm the type of cat that will rub it in your face. That's just me, Team Petty. Official member of the Best Fight the Best Team Petty crew. Because you guys went too far on that shit for way too long, dude. Way too hard, way too long. Reggie called him Anthony Johnson. Who called him Anthony Johnson? I thought that was Stephen A. Smith. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Lowland Profits, all successful UK fighters are on the juice and have ducked good competition. You think so, Lowland Profit? I'll tell you one that I thought for sure was on that juice, though. I ain't gonna lie. What's a guy? I'm gonna look at this up. This dude for real looked to me like he was juiced up when I was watching him fight. Let me see. Nonito Donaire. Now I can't say, but I was looking at this guy fight. I was like, oh no. I was like, oh no. This dude right here is just strong at a little weight. Ryan Burnett. Ryan Burnett, dog. Ryan Burnett looked like a stack of roids, homie. Let me look at this picture here, man. Ryan Burnett, the bantamweight. I can't speak on cats on the other cats, but when he walked in the ring, because that's really the first time I ever really watched him, I was like, oh hell no, this dude looked like, and yeah, you can see his earlier pictures. Like his earlier pictures, and then what he looked like after he turned pro for a little while. Nah, dog, you look like you got some of that. You look like you on that shit. Nigel Benn, I don't know, man, about Yardy. Yardy could just be overly muscular. But, I didn't look, I'm not going to overly speculate. And I could be very, very wrong, dog. I'm just saying, man, dude, when I looked at that dude, I was like, and when he walked in there with no Donaire, I was like, dog, come on, man. He's like Cletus Selden. The Hebrew Hammer? Come on, man. Can you be a little less obvious with it? Big Dog said, hey, Fannon, Money Pal, the fourth looked good, bro. I see a champion. Oh, yeah, man, he really looked good, man. Really good. Oh, drink more water. Let me go to your channel. Drink more water. All right. Got you. All right, there you go. Drink more water. For now, my bad. Fury and AJ went in, got PC'd up on ESPN and the zone because Wilder walking the yard in the heavyweight division. He ran, dog. That's just a shame, man. What's going on, SOW Truth? It's just a shame what Fury did, man. That's a shame what Fury did. That's just a shame. Man, he just lost all the juice, man. All the juice. All of the publicity. I mean, everything, all the goodwill, all that went out with that duck, man. All that left the window with that duck. Hey, Chris Brown said, Fannon, I'm out. Great show. Keep up the work, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. With your black ass said, Hebrew Hammer is a U.S. version of GGG. Dog, he looked straight dope to the gills, man. Dude looked dope to the gills. But look, man, I'm going to jump off here a little earlier today, man, because I got some stuff to do. Hey, man, I appreciate everybody showing up to the chat. Much love. At 12:30, man, KQKC might want to come on a little earlier. Hey, no worry. Man had to request a wrench for giving his opinion and not being malicious. No. Well, let me tell you, C-Dub, why he got a wrench. He got a wrench because we got a lot of trolls that go bananas, come underneath people's name, come underneath different people's names, try to screw up the chat and do all kind of nonsense. So we don't have a lot of tolerance for foolishness on the channel. And it works out for the best, I find. Drink More Water got his wrench because Drink More Water is constantly in the channel. He's a supporter of the channel, consistent supporter of the channel. And quite honestly, I'm surprised Drink More Water didn't have a wrench already. Thank you very much. Oh, Justin, I'm sorry, man. Let me go to the super chats. I'll check that out beforehand. Sorry about that. And I support cats that support me. And I want people to know, look, man. And there's people that disagree with me that got wrenches. Chase Lawton said, Sugar Ray Leonard, hold on. Hold on. Who said I missed the super chat? Jess J. Hutchinson. Let me rewind this. Did I miss? Sorry, man. Toot, Jay Bird, Justin Brooks, Gregory Wyatt, Amon Hunt, Justin March, Jay Good, Nelson Nobles, Sugar Fantastic. Much love, Sugar Fantastic. I think I missed you. And Chase Lawton. Nah, man, I didn't miss the super chat. It didn't come through. Hey, man. Nah, I don't play games with trolls. Nah, man, it didn't come through, man. Jay Hutchinson. If it did, I don't think it came through, man. But I give you that gong for doing it. Much love in the super chat or the attempted super chat. I just don't think it came through. Yeah, I don't think it came through, man. Because I see. Do it again. I have a page with super chats. And the last super chat I had was Chase Lawton, N.O., Sugar Fantastic, my man Nelson Nobles, Jay Good, Justin Marsh, Amon Hunt, Gregory Wyatt, Justin Brooks, Jay Bird, Toot Robinson. Unless you're talking about yesterday. And I don't see that yesterday either. Nah, man, I think your super chat might not have come through, man. Sorry about that. CNB, good show. Thank much love in the super chat, CNB 100. Lord Nichols. LDBC. Hey, thanks, CNB 100. Said LDBC, best fight, the best Flint, Michigan. Flint, salute to all. Peace. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Excuse me. Is Lauren? God dang, I got to make sure I get the names right, man. Hutchinson, next time, again, I'll try again. Probably didn't go wrong. That's all good, Jay Hutchinson. I appreciate you, man. But look, man, I'm about to get out of here. Much love to everybody in Super Chat, everybody in the chat. Hey, if you're not subscribed to the Patreon, go to the Patreon, sign up for the Patreon. I'm going to be trying to push the Patreon more. Like I said, I haven't done it over the last Super Chats, but I'm going to last couple of live streams, but I'm going to keep trying to do it. Because, man, we got some good stuff over there, especially if you're a young professional, a young dude working. We got some stuff up there, man, that can really, it'd be worth it. And if you guys don't know, man, I've been a professional a long time, man. Been through the ups, been through the downs of it. And I'm telling you, I got to definitely in the series that I'm doing, advice for young professionals, you guys, it can increase your performance at work damn near immediately. And that's no bullshit. It's not going to be some simple magic shit, but it's just about how you carry yourself at work, how you carry yourself as an entrepreneur, how you respond and react to people, and how you deal with these type of problems, how you prevent problems from coming up, and when they come up, how you deal with them. So if you're a young professional, definitely sign up for and check out the series. We've got 2 episodes up so far of advice for young professionals. You guys will really like them. Oh, you say, yeah, I need to catch up on this week. Yeah, definitely check up those 2, man. I'm leaving education, so I need something on successful career change. Oh, Deion Washington for sure. Yeah, I can do that. No doubt about it. Because I've done that. First advice is find it before you leave. The best time to get a job. If you're looking for a job, I'll give you this piece of advice. The best time to get a job is when you already have one. Best time that somebody's going to hire you is when you're already employed. If you're not employed, it becomes harder to get the job when you're unemployed. Just so you know. But yeah, man, I can do one on you on that for sure, man. No worries. Hey, if I miss it over the next couple of days, Deion, remind me, okay? And if you want to call me and I can talk to you about it, I can talk to you about it too. Because if you're leaving education, you're a teacher. You're going to want to do something that your skill set that you already have, will transition you into. So you take what you already have and you move that into a new career so you don't lose what you have. But make sure that whatever move you make that move. Don't leave what you have until you get what you want. Don't leave what you have until you get what you want. Don't just dive off that fucking board, okay? That makes it unnecessarily difficult. Yeah, South Toe, no doubt, man. No doubt. But yeah, man. But Dion, even if you want to talk to me about it, man, I've had experience with that, man. I really have. Um, so yeah, no worries, Dion Washington. Just remember, man, the best way to get a new job is when you got one. Because people want people that are employed. Like, yeah, man, I'm working here. This is what I'm doing now. Like, oh, really? Yeah. Why do you want to make this change? I don't know really if I want to. I'm just kind of looking out, seeing what's down the road. I think I have the skill sets to do this, but that allows you to walk in with a take it or leave it mentality. And people that are trying to hire you or work with you like take it or leave. They like it when they want you versus, you wanting them. You know what I mean? Anyway, it is what it is, man. Oh, awaiting the Neely Fuller Jr. sections. Okay, cool. By the way, I got another one, those coming up too. Because I got my sections are like, all right, I got three. This is for the Patreons. These are the four things that I'm doing. Okay, four different type of programs. I've got young advice for young professionals. Then I have study sessions, right? Study sessions. And that's more intellectual. There's professional, there's intellectual. Then the other ones that I do are political, right? And the last ones that I do are rants. When I just want to share my thought on something that I'm seeing and just let it go because I can't do it on Patreon. Like I did one today about politics. I can't say that on Patreon. You know what I mean? So that's what I do. The rant one is for me, but I think that you'll enjoy it and you can get something out of it. All right, man. All right, y'all. And with that, I'm out. Peace.